are at the end of August. This is the first hunt of the fall for Tom and I in 2016. I drew a general season mule deer archery tag down here in Utah. So Tom and I got a 12-hour drive. We're about halfway there. Got a late start today. We had a lot of work to get caught up on, and we'll be rolling in about midnight. Stay tuned. Hope it's going to be a good hunt. The weather looks good. Hopefully glass up some big bucks and put on some stalks. Okay, the typical Tom pack. Duffel bag tied on to a Blacks Creek. Heading up for the first hunt of the year, 2016 Utah General Mule Deer Tag Archery. Well, we made it. The old girl, little car here was heating up on the way here, and we were hoping we were going to make it, but little gas miling beater got us here. Guess that's all that matters. If it breaks down on the way home, who cares? I'm going to try this trick out. I don't know. I just came up with this. We'll see how it works. They're going to be slapping me in the right the whole way up. Between Tom and I both, we're packing 10 gallons. Got camp all set. We're going to head up there before the sun goes down. Get to the top, do some glassing, see if we can spot one for morning. Tom's got the first deer spotted. Let's see what it is. It's 2x3. Any size, do it. Opening morning of the hunt. We're getting an early start to some glassing. Alright, this is opening morning, just what we've been waiting for. Got here a little early, so we waited on that side, but it's just getting light. We're going to peek over and see what we see. Looks like a beautiful morning. Spot and scope back on him. See where he's at. Got one bedded down that Tom's trying to talk me into shoot, but it's just a little guy. One we saw this morning. Got a 3x3. At 77 yards. Too bad it wasn't a big one because we could get closer right here. There's 3 more deer below him, but no shooters. Tom and I are pretty excited. We spotted 2 bucks to go after in the morning, one on one side, one on the other, so hopefully it'd be ideal if we could bid both of them down in the morning. Just in case one stock didn't work out, but things might be picking up. First day was, of course, always really busy being opening day. 4-wheelers coming up and around and kind of messed up our first stocks. So got a little discouraged, but going into the week, I think that there'll be a lot less people. Hopefully a lot more action. Spotted. He's our number one. He's over here. And climb up over the top this morning, get here before light. So we're hoping that he's gonna bed down that avalanche chute and we'll be able to put a stock on him. We haven't spotted our number 2 buck. spot. So we're gonna keep searching. We're not gonna try and stalk in on them until they bed down. The wind's just fluctuating too much right now. Let things calm down and get stable. This is the number 2 buck. He's the one at the bottom of the screen. They're in a good spot if they bed there. We're hoping that we're watching the number 1 buck too with the big forks. Hoping that he's going to bed too, so going to put 2 stalks if one doesn't work out. The sun's just about to hit him here. Wow, you can really see the details into up on him. We got the number 2 buck here, smaller one. Sun just hit him, and then over here in the shade. See if I can find him. We got the number 1 buck, the nicer one. His butt sticking out behind the tree there, so we're just going to keep an eye on him. Trying to bat him down. Alright, and just watch the biggest buck bed down in that little clump of trees there. You could just see a tine of him. He's about 1,000 yards away. You can tell he's in a really nasty spot, so depending on the wind, I'm going to get down there. I'm either going to have to go up that rock slide. That's about my only option. Go up that rock slide. Anywhere else, he's going to be able to see me. I got to come up from behind, wait for the wind to be right, and hopefully come out right on top of him there if he doesn't move. He's in a good shaded area, so I'm hoping he's going to be bedded there all day. It's going to be a long stalk, slow one, but we're going to give it a go. He's looking for a bedding spot. Jeff said he tried putting a stock on that one. The big buck that we had a stock dealer for this morning. There's a hunter walking down the hill. I don't know if I can find him or not, but I think somebody else shot him. I saw him run, and then the guy started hooting and hollering. Unfortunate, but maybe we can still get one here. So I'll keep an eye on it.
Now that somebody put a stock on the number 1 buck and looks like they got him, he's out of the question now, and I'm on to these other bucks that Tom spotted.
was a fun stalk. Would have worked, but we didn't see the smaller buck in front of it. And he was broadside in front of it. Couldn't get a shot at the bigger one, so. One stalk down. Would have had him if that smaller one wasn't there, so getting closer. I've been really watching this ridge and they've been bedded down. That's why I'm down here. I'm just going to go down real slow and peek up over these ridges. Just glass down on the bed, see if we can round up a buck.
I had to work my way to the right about 5 yards and this loud rock to expose more of the vitals, and in doing so the buck heard me and it's got me pinned down. So I know I've got to make something happen fast.
Well, I'm super excited. I think I just smoked a buck. I know I just smoked one, but I think he's dead. I heard him roll down the hill after I shot, about a couple minutes after I shot. But I was just coming down this ridge right here. It's a really rocky ridge. Real slow. I just screwed up on a spot and stalk. Smaller buck was in front of the one I was after. Got up, so I said, well, what the heck, I'm here. I know they're bedding here. We've been watching them, so I just snuck down this little spine. I was just peeking over. And I spotted a deer body laying down there. And he was laying right there, kind of in the dark. And I had to dial my pins to 70 yards. I had a lot of time. He was bedded. I made sure my sight was nice and level. And gave him one. It looked good. Looked a tiny bit far back, but he was quartering away a little bit, so I think it angled right in there. It looked like it hit about center from top to bottom. I just heard a big crash down the hill, so I'm going to wait for Tom, just give him a little time just to make sure. But I'm stoked. That'd be incredible. I've never killed a muley spot and stock with a bow, or with a bow, period, so I'd be jacked if we got him, so I'm super excited. Don't want to high-five you yet, but I'm pretty sure we got a dead buck over there.
So let's just do you want a high five or not?
No high-fives till
Okay,
you
no,
find it.
we don't want to jinx it.
But it looked good.
Oh, good.
And I heard that big crash. He's spraying quite a bit. Yeah, he's spraying good. Try to stop him quick. Oh, it's good spray. That must have been where he rolled. That's the noise. Came into there. Yeah, that's a big roll.
Here he is, Tom.
Got him?
Got him.
Sweet. Good size one, or?
Can't see any horns on him.
That's scary sometimes. I see
Yeah,
horn.
That beard's down.
Good job, Trav.
Yeah. I think he's number 2. All I could see was his left side. But hey, beard's down. We'll see what he is. Didn't take him long to die. Definitely dead. Yeah, it's him, bro.
You got him?
Got him. Buck down. That is awesome. Well, Tom and I got it done. Tom great brother I've got came along just to help pack and glass for me, and my first
Good job.
muley buck. Super excited. First muley buck with a bow. You know, it's not the biggest buck in the woods, but with a bow I'm super excited. Super thankful for the opportunity to be hunting here, and this is just a general tag in Utah, so we saw one nicer buck than this we've been after, but both times we didn't realize when we spike camped up here that there was a four-wheeler trail on the other side, and they've been pursuing the nice buck, and this morning it looked like they stuck it, so my standards dropped a little bit, but this was still number 2 on my list, and I was going to shoot him if I had an opportunity. And you could see on the video we messed up on that one stalk, and I figured while I was down there I'd just come down the ridge real slow and look down in the beds, because we've been watching this hillside and the bucks are going up here and bedding in the shade. And I just walked over the first little bench, and I saw this guy bedded down at 70 yards, and I snuck around. I wanted to get about at least 10 yards closer, and that granite up there, crushed granite, is so noisy, he pinned me right away as soon as I tried to take a step. So I just put the camera on my head, knocked an arrow, and ranged him at, I think it was 78 line of sight, but aim for 70. And so I dialed my sights to 70 and let him have one. Got a good shot on him. He only went about 30 yards, and then he stood there. There was a big pool of blood, and died and rolled all the way down this hill, which is going to make our pack a lot harder. But super excited to get a buck, and we're coming home early to our families and coming home with some meat. Got the buck all boned out. We got him in game bags, so we put him in the shade on the rocks, so we cooled the meat. We're going to throw them in these just to keep our packs cool, and they'll only be in here for about an hour or two until we get back, and then we're going to put them in a cooler with ice. Should be good to go.
There's a looking back there. All the bone mule deer meat.
Oh, it's pretty heavy.
I think packing the mule deer to camp is a lot longer than the camp to the pickup or the car.
Yeah, it is. No kidding, look where it came from.
If it would have just died or Trav shot it. Our tent.
Two trips. And then Tom's got the rest in that big bag there.
And on my back.
There's not quite enough room in my bag. Backpack.
That's how you do it, Tom.
This little beater gets us home.
Click subscribe to be notified of our upcoming hunting videos. Next episode, 84, we're heading into the backcountry 22 miles to do a rifle elk hunt.